Call to order and roll call. Commissioner Adams.
Here.
Commissioner Dooley.
Here.
Commissioner Huey.
Here.
Commissioner Laguana.
Here.
Commissioner Ortiz Cartagena.
Here.
Commissioner Yakutiel.
Here.
Commissioner Zazunis.
Here.
Mr. President, you have a quorum.
Great. Next item, please.
Item 2, general public comment, allows members of the public to comment on matters that are within the Small Business Commission's jurisdiction but not on today's calendar, and to suggest new agenda items for the Commission's future consideration discussion item.
Do we have any members of the public who would like to make any comment on items that are not on today's agenda? Seeing none, public comment is closed. Next item, please.
Item 3, approval of legacy business applications and resolutions. Discussion and action item. The presenter is Richard Carrillo, Legacy Business Program Manager, Office of Small Business.
Good evening, President Adams, Commissioners, Office of Small Business Staff. Richard Carrillo, Legacy Business Program Manager. SFGov TV, I have a PowerPoint presentation. Before you today are 3 applications for your consideration for the Legacy Business Registry. The applications were reviewed by me for completion, submitted to Planning Department staff on December 18th, and heard by the Historic Preservation Commission on January 15th. Each application includes a staff report, a draft resolution, the application, a case report from Planning Department staff, and a resolution from the HPC. There are copies on the table in the public binders. Item 3A is Dionda's Italian-American Pastry Company. The business is a bakery established in 1962 in the Mission District when spouses Elio and Enrica Dionda bought the Italian-American Pastry Company from Pierre de Micheli. Note that the legacy of Dionda's actually extends farther back than 1962 to include the original business, since the names of the 2 businesses and their business models are nearly identical. However, we do not presently have information about the original Italian-American Pastry Company. Elio Dionda was from Lucca, Italy. He came to San Francisco with the hope of opening his own bakery, initially working at Stella Bakery in North Beach, then Columbus Pastry. The Diondas were prompted to find a bakery to buy so that Elio's brother would have employment when he arrived in San Francisco, which they did in 1962. In 1979, Dionda's constructed a new building in its present location so the bakery could expand to meet the growing demand for its cookies, pastries, and cakes. Over the years, ownership passed to the Dionda's 3 sons, then to 3 employees. The new ownership continues to demonstrate loyalty, integrity, and an unending passion for quality and attention to detail. Item 3B is New Delhi Restaurant. The business is an Indian restaurant established by Ranjan Day in 1988. The restaurant is located in the ballroom of the former Hotel Ramona, built in 1914, 2 blocks from Union Square. The dining room is decorated with ornate pillars, exposed brick, and a handmade Italian tiled floor. Ranjan started his career in the food business at age 14 at Calcutta's Park Hotel as a vegetable cutter. After finishing high school, he graduated from the Institute of Catering Technology, Hotel Management, and Applied Nutrition. He worked in Calcutta, New Delhi, and Hong Kong before settling in the United States and opening New Delhi Restaurant. The restaurant has been a gathering place for colorful San Francisco locals, visiting celebrities, and a hub of the Bay Area Indian community. Named one of the finest Indian restaurants in the United States by the New York Times and featured on the Galloping Gourmet television show, New Delhi Restaurant continues to garner acclaim. Item 3C is Pearl Market. The business is a full-service, family-owned market and delicatessen established in 1982. Pearl Market stocks a range of everyday items such as groceries, snacks, confectionery, over-the-counter medications, toiletries, newspapers, magazines, and beverages. Pearl Market has provided continual market services to most of the community's low-income residents, specifically low-income people of color, serving as a community focal point and anchor by bringing together all races and income groups. Many long-term, low-income, and senior residents rely on credit from Pearl Market to subsidize their monthly allowance shortfalls and purchase basic food supplies. Pearl Market is currently owned by the Askendafi family who emigrated from Syria. Under their ownership, Pearl Market went through substantial expansion, renovation, and improvement, doubling the shelf space and modernizing food storage, food offerings, food handling, and menu options. New refrigeration units were installed, hearty, fresh food options were added, and a new gourmet breakfast and lunch options were introduced. All three businesses received a positive recommendation from the Historic Preservation Commission. After reviewing the applications and the recommendation from HPC, staff finds the businesses have met the 3 criteria to qualify for listing on the Legacy Business Registry. There are 3 draft resolutions for consideration by the Small Business Commission, 1 for each of the applicants. Your support of the businesses should be as a motion in favor of the resolutions. In the resolutions, please pay close attention to the core physical features or traditions that define the business. Once approved by the SBC, the businesses must maintain these physical features or traditions in order to remain on the Legacy Business Registry. For Dionda's Italian-American Pastry Company, it's bakery. For New Delhi Restaurant, it's restaurant featuring Indian cuisine. And for Pearl Market, it's grocery store. This concludes my presentation. I'm happy to answer any questions, and there are business representatives in attendance who would like to speak on behalf of the applications.
Okay, do we have any questions before we go into public comment? Okay, we are going to go into public comment. Anybody want to make public comment on our legacy businesses? Come on up.
Talk right here. Okay. Can I put this down?
Yeah.
Okay. So say, Dadu, I'm so proud of you and we love you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dadu, we're so very proud of you and all of your accomplishments, and we love you very much, and we hope that we can be the next generation to continue our business. Okay, tell him you love him.
I love you, Dadu.
Okay, let's go sit down.
Can I give it to him?
No, come on. Come on, all for one.
Next speaker. Mayor Agnes, come on up.
My turn already?
Your turn, Mayor.
I like this commission.
We like you.
Well, good evening, and thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you in a very timely fashion. Let me start a little personal. I'm 82 years old. People ask me now, what are you doing with yourself? What do you do since you left the mayor's office? And my answer is a very respectful one. It is anything I want to, because I'm not running for anything. I'm not looking for anything. And so when I come to an event at 5:30 in City Hall and I've just left my 5-year-old grandson, it must mean something. And this application is an important one for our city. And that's why I came, because on November 3rd, 1988, I cut the ribbon for the New Delhi restaurant. And frankly, I wondered, how's he going to do as he took this old kind of beat up place and turned it into a magnificent facility, aesthetically speaking. And then the food was outstanding. And he started to reach out to the community right away. In fact, Sarah, who was just here with those little children that are hers, she was like that age when I cut the ribbon on this facility. So I go back a long time, and every 5 years, Ranjan Day invites me to come to celebrate another milestone. And so here we are today seeking a very important milestone for the future of this business. The food is great. They have turned this facility into an iconic space to go to. And the only argument I've ever had with him is over who pays the bill. He always wants to pay, and I refuse to do that because I want to pay my way for this facility, which is so outstanding in this city. But the most important thing that brings me here is not what he has done with the decor and the preservation of this magnificent facility or the great food, but what he's done with the community, especially the Compassionate Chefs program, where he works with poor kids in India and poor kids in the Tenderloin and brings them together so that they can begin to develop a world citizenship. And I think for all of these reasons, plus whatever else you're hearing that is more timely than perhaps I am these days, is worthy of your legacy preservation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other public comment on any of the other businesses?
Thank you. If you have been involved in restaurant business as long as I've been, time comes in your life when you wonder, man, is it really worth it? Today and this moment is one such milestone which says yes. It is rare for the restaurant to be honored to become a part of the historical legacy of an iconic city like San Francisco. I'm humbled that all the trials and tribulations has been worth it. It is uncommon that you see a restaurant surviving and going strong for 32 years in the same location. Doing business in San Francisco is not easy. What keeps me going despite all this juggling I have to do every day is looking forward to embracing the chaos which is coming towards me in the morning and doing my best and being okay with it. The success story comes with many unseen sacrifices, especially from my wife, Cody, my two daughters, Sarah and Caitlin. They're the heroes who went without many important events in their life so that the restaurant could come first. It was with a lot of sadness that I had to make that sacrifice so that this honor is equally shared by all of us in the family and all who have worked as an extended family in New Delhi restaurant with me for over 20 years, like Deepak, Shimu, Sarvajit, and Javier. Since our opening day, we have been honored and blessed to meet and form lasting connections with amazing personalities like former Mayor Art Agnes, who cut the ribbon on our first night, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th anniversary. New Delhi restaurant continues to be a constant in this vibrant, ever-changing city. What began as an Indian restaurant focused on serving incredible Indian cuisine with a San Francisco twist quickly turned into an irreplaceable stitch in the fabric of this community. We continue to serve our unique recipes while uplifting the Indian community, serving as a bridge to the wider San Francisco Bay Area and creating global citizenship through our charity Compassionate Chefs Cafe. We're humbled to be considered for the honor of the only Indian restaurant and the only Indian business receiving legacy business status in the whole history of San Francisco. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other members of the public?
Good evening. My name is Basil Iskandafi. I'm the owner of Coral Market. Thank you for bestowing Coral Market with this great honor. As I stated in my quote, we thank the city of San Francisco for understanding and supporting the longevity of small businesses enterprise in the equation of building a great community and city. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other members of the public? Okay, seeing none, public comment is closed. Commissioners, do we have any comments? Commissioner Ortiz.
To New Delhi, thank you. A long time ago, I used to work for Joie Hospitality in the hotels in the area, and you were always a home run to refer guests to. You're an oasis in the middle of what can sometimes, be kind of a rough patch sometimes in the neighborhood. And also, you guys always took care of us after our shifts. And as hotel people, we have crazy shifts, and you guys always made us feel home. So I'm really, really glad that you're getting this award pretty soon. And Diandas, I don't think anybody's here, but I'm from the mission. You're a staple. Every time a communion, a baptism, confirmation, a wedding, you know, we always go get El Mil Hojas. So I'm really proud that the Andes as well is getting the legacy business today.
Thank you. Commissioner Zuzunas.
Thank you, everybody, for coming, and great to have you here, Mayor Agnos. Congrats. Dianda's, yeah, Tres Leches cake. Holler, shout out to that. New Delhi restaurant. I love seeing the 3 generations. That's, you know, my family business, 3 generations, and my dad is always proud to introduce me that way. It's great to have a corner store on the registry. I always get excited by that, so mabruk.
Thank you. Commissioner Dooley.
I wanted to give a shout out to Deondas, who I remember when they had a shop in North Beach. So that history runs long and deep in San Francisco. So I'm very happy to see them being honored today.
Okay, any other commissioner comments? I just want to say thank you to everybody who came out today, and thank you for registering on the legacy business. You get to know a history of your own place after a while, and each and every one of you, you know, as one of our speakers says, is part of the fabric of this city. And it's such an honor. This is one of the funnest things that we get to do up here is hear about all the different businesses. And today we have 3 different and distinct businesses, and each one of them, you know, plays a very important part into the neighborhood of which each one of them are at. So with that, do we have a motion to approve our 3 legacy businesses?
I move.
I'll second. Okay.
Who wants to second?
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Dooley to approve all 3 resolutions as legacy businesses, seconded by Commissioner Zuzunas. Roll call vote. Commissioner Adams.
Yes.
Commissioner Dooley.
Yes.
Commissioner Huey.
Yes.
Commissioner Laguana.
Yes.
Commissioner Ortiz-Cartagena.
Yes.
Commissioner Yakutiel.
Yes.
Commissioner Zuzunas.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Great. Congratulations. We're going to do a quick picture in the corner, then we need to resume our meeting.